Hey, it's Roslynn back at you one more again. I hope everybody is doing blessed. I'm doing blessed and highly favored, and definitely hope the same for you. And if this is your first time stopping by my channel, much love to you and welcome into my returning subs, my growing extended beautiful family. Just thank you so much for the love and support y'all have been constantly giving me. It's truly a blessing. And if you have been watching my videos for a while and have not already, please like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell at the bottom so you know when your girl's about to upload her next video. And also, if you're comfortable enough, drop me a line or two. I would love the chance to get to know you as much as you're getting to know me, even if it's about the positive feedback to the content of my video, or you're just up telling me about your empathic gift, how it impacts your life and heading you towards a positive direction. And if you feel like the videos are informative, give you good insight, or just an uplift that you would love to share with a loved one, family, or a friend, or even a fellow empath that may be going through trying times at the moment and just needing confirmation or validation towards life path or even soul purposes, please go ahead and share. And while you're at it, give your girl a thumbs up, like, and also share on your social media favorites wherever you see fit. Thank you once again for the love and support. It's greatly appreciated. And I hope that you're able to resonate with the content of the video. The music that you're hearing in the background is by the channel Minds of Unison. And the title of the meditation is called True Inner Peace, Heal Your Soul, Binaural Beats, Isochronic Tones with Subliminal Messages. And I will go ahead and post that description in the link below. The link in the description box below. Heyokas vibe really ass backwards. So the video I'm doing today is Twin Flame 101 Heyokas 111 manifestation portal took spiritual growth of gifts to a whole nother level. It has been crazy, y'all. And my eyes look weird. I got my new contacts in, and with my eyes already crazy color anyway, they kind of look like demonic a little bit. So please forgive me about that. That's why I'm really trying not to open my eyes too much, because I'm not really trying to scare anybody. I know my daughter was like, "No, Mom, your eyes look crazy. You need to go ahead and just wear those out for like Halloween or something." I was like, "Oh, I like them a little. I like them. I like being different." But it's just like, I hope nobody try to piss me off with that coloring. But anyways, if you ever need to get in contact with me, I've been saying it towards the end of my video, but I know there's a lot of people that have been subscribing, and they want to get in touch with me on a one-on-one basis. If you want to talk to me on privately, I leave all my contact information in the description box up under the video below for you to be able to contact me. When I say, y'all know I took a hiatus for a few days. It was just really crazy intense for me. It just felt like I was getting really burnt out. And I really love doing my videos. I love doing that. And I've been starting on a whole new project as well. So it was kind of like I was getting overwhelmed with everything that was going on and just going through a purge. And when I'm going through a purge, when I'm talking about, whatever gifts I have, it is really intensified. Like, it gets really sensitive. Like, if I talk, one of your ancestors wanted me to tell you this, and like, Roslynn, how do you know that? Look, I'm just the messenger. I'm just sending it to you. And it has really had me very sensitive. Like, my emotions has been very high, and it's just like, since I have the gift of clairvoyance, clairaudience, and all them other clairs it puts onto it, is just like anybody that I know that have passed, or any kind of connection with my dad, there's been a lot of people that's been coming to communicate with me, and it just has my emotions like all on high. But it's the same thing. It's not like, like I was depressed or anything like that. It's just being able to acknowledge how far I've come, how, my situations has really changed me for the better. Everything taking place, it allowed me to see, really step back and look at my perspective in a totally different level. And it's just like, y'all could ask me a question and I know that my energy has changed. You probably can feel it through the video as well. And it is like, even way I articulate myself is like on a deeper level. It's like, people are like, Roz, how do you feel about religion and spirituality? I'm a very, highly spiritual person. I respect anybody who has, their different religions. It's just, I'm a person, I don't like labels, because I know everything is connected, into its oneness, into the nothingness, because nothing is everything. So everything is connected in a certain way. So it's all about how you choose to want to see yourself, how you choose to go through a different balance of what you choose to see yourself as. Because a lot of times I get a lot of people connecting with me, especially if they're new, they're finding out they're an empath, or they're finding out they're a Heyoka. They feel like that part of yourself that gives you those spiritual attributes is like some kind of sin, and there are some people that are closed-minded, will feel like the things that we're doing is like devil's work, and it's not, and it's just like, I always tell people, there's a lot of things about God that they don't put in the Bible. There's a lot of things that he has done and came in many forms, and he's the one who blessed us with these gifts for us to be able to take, just not within ourselves, but the people we connect with. And, it shows you different parts of yourself. It's like it takes you on, like you're on a job and you're getting ready to get this big, huge promotion, but they have to go through a line of review to see if you're ready, if you had tardiness, if you've been rolled up, you've been insubordinate, all these different things. And you're allowing yourself to see how far you came, even though you may have not, you're not being exactly where you want to be at this time, but it's like your prayers are being answered, but they're being answered in a different way that you didn't see coming, and a lot of times you can be really going through stuff, and, I go through it as well. Dealing with my situation and stuff like that. It's been very hard. But I try to make the best of it as I can. It's just like, even though I'm going through different situations, like if you're going through grief of, losing a loved one, because there's so many people that are passing away, either from this COVID situation or just, illness or of age, or even sometimes it just, it just happens and you never do see it coming unless, you got that gift of that. But being able to appreciate, what those life experiences taught you, and it's just like at times it's, it just allowed me to just give thanks for everything in my life, and it's just like, when I talk to the universe or I talk to one of my spirit guides that comes to me, and I get very emotional, and it's just like, and it's just like crazy. I'm like, I don't know what I'm feeling, but it's not depression, but it's just being grateful, just seeing how I've grown and being able to understand everything that took place in my life served a bigger purpose. A lot of times you can go through a lot of trauma in your life, and it is hard for you to be able to separate yourself from that when they're telling you all you got to do is just let go. All you got to do is just let go, show compassion, give understanding, forgive the unforgivable. And a lot of times we get angry with ourselves, when you're really wanting that in your life, but you have to understand that goes off in layers, it goes in moderation. It's like, you can't switch those things off. I put a post on my community page that was talking about that. You can't just switch stuff off like that in a, with like a light switch. You've been suppressed a lot of things. It just depends on what kind of trauma that you have gone through, what kind of abuse have you gone through, dormant self-acknowledgement that you may not have known about. And that can be just a shock factor within yourself of knowing who you are. A lot of times people will come to connect with us that are probably more spiritually advanced than we are. Not, they know themselves, they had to go through that cycle as well. So we're coming in connection with people that are just like, they're over us, and we're all in alignment. I'm very, my situation has made me very humble. It makes me very blessed because I've interacted with a lot of people. I've had some bad times, I've had some good times, but it was allowing myself to really sit back and just say, even though I'm not where I want to be at, I'm not far from getting there, because I allowed myself to really understand, what I had to learn within myself. Even though I'm not where I'm at right now, I'm nowhere near the person I was when I first started. If you've been with me for a while, there's a lot of my brothers and sisters have been with me for like 2 years or whatever, or even, you've probably been with me or 6 or 7 months, almost close to a year. You will see how my energy is changed, my verbiage, how I speak, how I articulate myself, the vibe that I try to carry. If I'm in one of those vibes where I'm in a state of confusion, there's times that the universe instructs me like, hey, you need to be transparent and be vulnerable with your viewers, allowing them to know that there's somebody that can relate to the struggles that we deal with on a daily basis. There's a lot of people that may be out there make it feel like it's right as rain every day. I'm not that type of person, even though I don't knock that person's hustle, because there are certain things they may not want to share with the world, and I totally respect that. I say I'm just on my vibe, I'm on my journey, and it's a blessing for us to be virtually connected with that, because it's like, even when you connect with me, they'll be like, dang, I know her from somewhere. We're all connected. We have played a big part in each other's lives through our past lives that it has us right back hanging together like, hey, I ain't seen you a couple of millenniums. Hey, but how are you doing? And, and you're going through all those different things in your life. And it's just like, when you allow yourself to really, when you can sit with yourself, you become your own best friend. I used to not want to be by myself. I'm so content about it. I used to be at that point where, I felt like I've always had to constantly talk to people. And I feel like I'm not going to force that. I'm not going to force that. If it's meant for me to be able to connect with that person, whether it's virtual, because I've had, different, brothers and sisters that I've had video chats with, if it's instructive for me to talk to that person, for me to give them some kind of enlightenment that they needed to know about themselves, I'm like, hey, you want to, video chat or, talk or something like that after I get to know you for a while. Cause sometimes people's vibes can be very intense. And I'm like, look, I'm trying to feel you out right now. So I don't know about that, but let me just get to know you. And some people, it's just like, hey, we need you to talk to that person, but they need to have, y'all need to have each other's, undivided attention for this to take place. So it's just like, with everything that's going on right now, what you're trying to manifest. Like I said, I got other projects I'm putting together, and I'm not going to speak on that yet until I've had it, to where it's out, so I don't need any kind of energy interference, because I know I got folks to be watching me just trying to see how they can block me. But hey, it's still okay too, because like I told y'all last week, there are going to be some people that are just not going to like you. You're just going to rub them all the wrong way. But this is at your time. You had to learn those life lessons through talking too much, or, telling somebody your dreams or your hopes or what you're trying to manifest. You have to be able to lay low on that. Keep that to yourself, and I had to learn that from my dad. My dad's a very private person, and he's just like, I respect the fact that you're, he did his thing when, he was here, and I do my own. But I also understood why he was like that. And, and then I had to learn from myself, from my my interactions, my experiences on certain things that don't need to be said. Sometimes it's good for not somebody to know your whole story, or just allow them to assume or whatever. And if you want to add something to it, that's all good too, but it's just all about what you're choosing to allow yourself to go through. You are going to be loving yourself a lot more right now. And it's just like that last year was a truth teller on so many different levels, bro. So many different levels, to where you're like, no, you can be able to have that right to say no when you don't feel like when you have to feel like you're obligated, oh, I have to do this for that person. You should want to do it unconditionally. But if it's like it's forced, no, you put those boundaries up. Hey, I don't want to share that. Or, hey, you're coming too much in my personal space. You need to back up a little bit, or it's just like, I don't feel like talking. If there'll be times where, somebody send a message, just like, well, I tell people, hey, I don't mind you asking me different questions, but I know if I'm in that vibe of where I'm trying to release, I just can't. It's not me being like, whatever you got going on is not important, but I'm trying to figure myself out right now. I'm not trying to add nothing else to your situation that's going to leave you all stuck, confused, and don't even know which way you're going. You're on that spiritual compass. You're knowing where you're going. You're being redirected. If there's something that you were supposed to be planning to do for your life, and then it took a different direction, is because that experience has already ended. You're going to something bigger and better. Even if you may not be fully into what they're planning for you, don't mean it's not going to come out better than you imagine. You're seeing your life in a whole different level. Understand the only person that can stand in your way, regardless of what people do, because we all have haters. We always got somebody that's trying to block us on something, but you need to go ahead and appreciate what they're doing, because that's making you challenge your own self. Don't allow whatever somebody got going on. That's nothing personal. Even if it's directed towards you, it's nothing personal, because a lot of times, people probably know your whole laid out plan, your blueprint of what you're trying to do today. Even if you had to go digest something and go to the bathroom, hey, about 5 minutes, your stomach gonna get upset. You're gonna have to go to that bathroom in 2.9 milliseconds. One count, pew. Okay, and they already know because they all about that. And it's just sad, people are like that, but they see that goodness in you. They see that goodness in you, and you're allowing yourself to manifest. Don't allow somebody to whatever kind of negative situations you may have been dealing with. This focus on yourself, but also what that negative experiences taught you, appreciate that, because they allowed you to see it for what it is, even though if you may not fully understand it. Sometimes it's not even meant for you to understand. It's just meant for you to say, you see that, you don't need that in your life no more. Step back, let it go. Focus on you. Don't let that happen, because it's already going to work out for itself anyway. It's just like a lot of times you have to understand God is good even when life isn't. And a lot of times we don't understand that, but it's just like you're going to get that deeper understanding. It's like with mine, I see how much my stuff has made me grow. I see how much I done came forth. I don't allow myself to pop off on stuff if it's not even worth for me responding. A lot of times me blocking somebody is that response that they get, because I'm not going to play with that. You ain't going to waste my energy on something that's very, not on even on my level like that. But just appreciate that fact is like, okay, this is something I need to back away from, or no, you know what, this is something I need to stay focused on, or this is going to be a part of my growth process. Even when you walk away, that was a part of your growth process, because you know what stuff you used to tolerate, because the things you used to tolerate is no longer is intolerable, and you're more focused on your stuff. If you already see something disrupting you, and you feel apprehensive around certain people, or it's just like, what the hell am I doing? You even just look at something like, I can't, and it's going to be that way, but you're allowing yourself to manifest that. I see so many good things that's coming in for everybody. And, and I want to see everybody grow, you know what I'm saying? And it's just like, we're on that journey. And a lot of times you might be in that state of confusion, but a lot of times it could be just your ego, because you're entering, you're peaking on something that's totally new. Like you're already on that new path. But there's a certain part of you that's still lingering there that you need to bring attention to, so it can make you focus on the insignificance, the things that are, irrelevant, but it's just like, allow yourself to, focus on that change that's going into your life. See what better things is going to come in your life, because it's going to be a lot better than you ever expected it to be. So I hope you were able to resonate with the content of this video, y'all. Like I said, I missed y'all so much, and I love y'all. I've been trying to, at least if I wasn't doing videos, just put some posts up to remember, because I know I got to do some now, where I got from Twin Flame Reader Tarot 88. They post a lot of those on there. And if y'all in my love bugs that has a channel, I have not been watching y'all, I do apologize. I've been like I said, I've been on a mission with trying to clear some stuff out, and also working on different projects. So I will be stopping by your channel as well to give you, some love and let you know I'm there, like y'all are for me. So I would love to give a post notification shout out. As soon as I said this, at 1818, Sarah Hanley. I hope y'all can be able to see me better. I'm on my daughter's laptop. I try to use my tablet, laptop, whatever it is, and it's just like pixelated, and it's just like my phone. My energy's just been crazy. So when I can go ahead and afford to get me a better camera, like some of these YouTubers got, hey, I'm gonna get there. You got to start from the bottom. Now I'm here. Work with what I got. But anyways, let me go ahead and give a post notification shout out to Sarah Hanley, Confused Turtle 78, or what is it, 789, Tosh, No Sleep 333. AM, and Angie West. What's up, sis? I hope y'all are having a blessed week. I hope everything is prosperous. It just brings so many gifts of blessings on so many levels, because you truly deserve it. And like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, drop me a line. Like I said, I'll leave all my contact information in the description box below. Share, tell somebody about the channel. Remember, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the bell so you know when I'm uploading my next videos. Know you're truly blessed, highly favored, and forever loved, and knowing there's always somebody out there praying for your better days. And I'll see you on my next video. Much love, peace, be well.